Hi everyone, it's Imani and today I'm doing a natural makeup tutorial look. So if you want to know more about this look, keep watching. First up that I always do is I just fill in my eyebrows, and I'm just going with the natural arch of my eyebrows and I'm just filling them in. That's all I'm doing. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Dip in the shade Auburn, I believe, and that comes with the angle brush that I'm using as well to fill it in, and I'm just doing the same thing to the other eyebrow just so they will look not full but healthy looking fleeked eyebrows. And the next thing I'm going to be doing is concealing so that they look neat, and I'm doing that right underneath the highest point of my eyebrow arch, and I'm just going to blend everything out so that everything looks smooth and you don't see that ghostly white line underneath my eyebrow. The next step I'm going to be doing is I'm just straightening them up pretty much, put them in place, and I'm using the L'Oreal, I can't remember the name, but I'll put it in the description box. So the next thing I want to do is just prime my eyelids for my eyeshadow, and that is my E40 Sigma brush. It is a fluffy blending brush which I use for my transition shade, which is going to, I can't talk today, which is going to be the MAC Embark, I believe. And I'm just using that as my transition color to set my base, and I'm just blending that out. So the next thing I want to do is I'm just going to keep blending and keep applying more until I get my desired coverage. So now I'm going to move on to my Morphe E40 palette, I believe. I'm not sure, but I'm going to just mix those two shades and apply them in the crease to deepen it and to make it darker. And I'm sorry, that was the Morphe E50 palette. Oh, I don't know what's going on with me today. And I'm just going to blend everything out, and I want it to be a little darker, so I'm just going to apply more so that everything looks more vibrant. And I'm just going to put on my lid. None of these colors have names, by the way, so I'm just applying these shades, but none of them have names, so I'm just going to apply this lighter shade onto my lid because I want a more toned down lid, since the outer V of my eyes are going to be a little bit more darker and prominent. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a small teeny wing, just to give me that fluttery girly eye. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. I find it easier to just look straight and go underneath my eyes so that it doesn't get creased, because I have really chinky small eyes. And now I'm going to apply my lashes. You can pretty much get any falsies that you're comfortable with. I just double stack these two just for some regular drugstore lashes that I purchased, and I'm just going to apply those to my eyelashes. And the next thing I'm going to use is my drugstore foundation, and is the Revlon 24 Hour Stay, and I'm applying it with the stippling brush by Real Techniques. Another important step to remember is to blend your foundation. Blend it into that neck. Blend, blend, blend. Blending is key, and it will make your life so much easier. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is going into my highlight, and for that I'm using the LA Pro Girl in the shade Fawn. And what I'm doing is just highlighting underneath my eyes to correct those circles, any darkness, and I'm just going to blend that out with a damp beauty blender always make sure the Beauty Blender is damp. It works miracles. So now I'm just going to highlight underneath my eye on the other side. And the whole point of that is just to put the highlight where the natural light would hit it. It just brings it out more. Highlight is to bring out your features, while contour is to minimize your features. So I'm just going to do that same method under my eye, on the bridge of my nose, on my chin, and on my cupid's bow, but that is completely optional if you want to do that step. Now moving on to contour. This is the Black Opal in the shade Walnut. Sorry that you couldn't really see that label. I tried. What I'm doing is just making the fish face, and I'm just going right underneath my cheekbones, and I'm just going to blend that forward. You don't really want to blend it downwards because then you don't really see the cut crease in what you're trying to create to make a more pronounced cheekbone. Another technique that I am doing is that I'm just taking my contour and bringing it down underneath of my jawline, because I find that it slims down that double chin, and I have major double chin issues. So I just contour down there to snatch that chin, and I find that that is a really good technique that works for me. You see the difference? Yes. Snatch. Okay, and I'm just going to do the same thing on the other side and just blend that out, because you do not want to look like you have a beard. That is not the look we're going for, ladies. Now next, my personal favorite, which is the baking. Yes, you better bake, honey. I have two setting powders. The first one that I showed was the Sacha Buttercup setting powder, and then the other one is the Laura Mercier. And I like to mix the two, which you can see before you. I just mix both of them, and then I set it under my eye and on my chin and on the bridge of my nose and sometimes my cupid's bow. And now that we are snatched to full capacity, we're just going to dust that powder off, because you do not want ghost face when you go outside. Ghost face was never cute. So we're just going to dust that away, and make sure you dust it all off. I'm talking about everything. Get it all off. And now I'm just going into my Morphe powder palette, and I am just going to set my contour in the deepest, darkest shade. Well, the shade that I think fits me, and I'm just going to make sure that everything is set and everything is blended out and there are no harsh lines. Make sure you blend, like I said before. Blending is key, and I'm just going to do the same thing to the other side and blend, blend, blend. And now, just to make my cheeks appear a little bit more rosy, I'm just going to go in with my MAC blush in the shade Raisin, and I'm just going to apply that to both of my cheeks and just blend it out a little bit just to make sure I have some type of rosiness to them, because you know, using all that powder you can tend to look ghostly, so you just want to rosy them up. Then I'm going to go in with my Becca Cosmetics Illuminator highlight in the shade Champagne Pop and apply that to the highest part of my cheekbones, because you want to have that glow. Yes, and I am a glow crazy person, but glowing is key. Glowing is everything. Glow, glow, glow. And now I'm just going to add just a few more coats to my bottom lashes, because I felt like my look wasn't complete without adding a few bottom lashes. So I just decided to add some more. And now I'm just going to line my lips in with the MAC lip liner pencil in the shade Cork. Yeah, the shade Cork. And I'm just going to line my lips with that, because I cannot wear a nude lip without a brown lip liner, because it just doesn't look right. It doesn't suit me. And now I'm going to use the lipstick in the shade Blankety, and that is also by MAC. And I'm just going to pair it with a lip gloss, because I just like glossy lips. It's my thing. So, yep, that's what I'm going with. And there you have it, your everyday basic foundation routine. Very simple, very nice, very flirty, and just a regular on-the-go makeup look. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.